The Gruffalo's child. The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in a deep dark wood. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once, said the Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago. What does he look like? Tell us that. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? I can't quite remember, the Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and scratched his head. The big backed mouse is terribly strong, and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are toughening wire. One snowy night, when the Gruffalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave, so she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast, and a wind blew wild. Into the wood went the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh, a child in the snow. Who is this child, and where does he go? A child poked out of the log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big-backed mouse? Asked little creatures. His eyes were small, and he didn't have whiskers. No, none at all. You're not a mouse. Not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake, eating Gruffalo cake. The snow fell fast, and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha, oh, marks in the snow. Whose are these claw marks? Where do they go? 2 eyes gleamed out of a tree-top house. Could this be the eyes of the big bad mouse? Down flew the creature. His tail was short, and he didn't have whiskers of any sort. You're not a mouse. To whom not I? But he's somewhere nearby, eating Gruffalo pie. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha, oh, a track in the snow. Who is this track and where does it go? Whiskers and eyes, and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? Out slunk the creature. His eyes weren't fairy. His tail was scaly. His whiskers weren't wiry. You're not a mouse. Oh no, not me. He's under a tree drinking Gruffalo tea. It's all a trick, said the Gruffalo's child, as she sat on a stump where the snow lay piled. I don't believe in a big bad mouse. But here comes a little one out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at last. You'll taste good as a midnight feast. Wait, said the mouse, before you eat. There's a friend of mine that you ought to meet. If you'll let me hop onto the hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend to go back and big. The Gruffalo's child unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse saw he does exit. The mouse hopped into the hazel tree. He beckoned and said, just wait and see. Out came the moon. It was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell onto the ground. Who is this creature so big, bad, and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder. The big bad mouse, yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the big tree and smiled. Aha, oh, prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints? Where do they go? The footprints led to the Gruffalo cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a bit less brave. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored, and the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored. The end.